And gentlemen, this is a quick way to navigate the MT5 on your mobile phone, Android precisely. The first step is to go to fspro.com and download the app on your mobile device. Then the next step is for you to log in. You will find the login details in your email. And the next step for you is to look at the quote that you have here. On this quote, you have definitely you're going to trade anything you want to trade here, all the currency pairs that you want to trade, they're here. When you are not seeing the one you want to trade, just tap on this plus sign by the right hand corner, top right hand corner of the screen. Then every other thing you can trade are listed here, from this calculation to crypto to ETFs to forex, futures, metals, and spot, and the rest of that. So anything I want to trade from here, all I have to do is to click on this or tap on this plus sign by the right side of the screen. Then that being said, if you are done with that, that means you're done with the quote. Quote is everything you want to trade, more or less like the market watch on your PC. Then go to the chart. On the chart, you can definitely see the chart of the instrument you're trading. If I want to see euro, great Britain pounds, all I have to do is to tap on it. When you go back to the quote, tap on it and then click on chart, and you will find the chart appearing right here. And from here you can analyze. Right on this chart, there are a few things you need to know. First, the crosshair tool is the plus sign at the top of the screen right here. Can you see that? It helps you to calculate the number of pips you're dealing with in the market. Then the next one is to add indicators, which is the second symbol by the side. And the next one is a time frame. You can choose time frames from 1 minute time frame to 4 hour time frame to weekly to monthly time frame, whichever that works for you. All right, the alternative to do that is to tap anywhere on the screen. You're going to find the time frames, and most importantly, you can also still find your settings right there. All right, you can put all the settings you want here. Explore this level and you'll find more insight in that. Tap on it again. You're going to check how you can definitely remove this from your chart, but that's not the bone of contention, because we are here not to remove, but just showing you how to navigate through the chart. And if you tap on the other one that looks like shape, this is where you have all of this shape, all of these tools. This is the vertical and horizontal line tool. You can always go back to that shape, and this is a trend line tool. You can use this to navigate your market and the rest of that. So when you are done with them, you can delete. Just tap on them and you delete. Then the next one is to click on trade. If I have it on a trade right here, this is where you're going to see. But for example, let's click on a trade and let's pick one trade. For instance, if I'm taking a trade, this is euro US dollar, and right here I'm seeing what the market is doing without doing any analysis anyways. So let's just take the trade regardless. Okay, so all I have to do is to go to the top side of the screen, and to the top side of the screen, my recorder is blocking it. Okay, can you see the blue the blue icon, the blue and red icon by the side of the screen, right? By the right side of the screen, just the top right side of the screen. So that is where you click on what you want to do, either you want to buy or you want to sell, and this is it here. So if I want to buy, I'll click on this buy here, and if I want to sell, I'm going to click on the sell here. But before clicking buy or sell, ensure that you set your lot size. So my lot size 0.1 is fine for me, and I can do well with that. So that means I've taken a trade for a buy in this discourse. Now that being said, quickly I can take that out, and definitely you can see me set my take profit and my stop loss. If you're taking a buy for any reason right here, it means that you are already in the market. If you're taking a sell, it means you're already in the market. What you're making out of that trade is just by the left hand side of your entry point, which is the dotted line you're looking at, and right there you're seeing 0.40 US dollar. That is 40 cents loss or drawdown, so to say. Now, how do you actually put this into practice? It is very simple. First, tap on this icon right here. With this, you will find it very easy to place your type of order. Right, you have the sell limit just below the below the screen. You have sell limit. If you tap on it, you have a buy stop. If you tap on it again, you have a buy stop limit, which you leave that alone. You have a sell limit here and the rest of that. So which means right there you can always select the type of limit order that you want in the market. So above the current market price, you have buy stop, you have sell limit, and below the current market price you have buy limit, and you also have sell stop. Those are the four that we'll be dealing with. Now if you understand what excuse me, if you understand what that means, it definitely means that this is how you're going to set your pending order. So peradventure, if I believe the price will get to this price level 1.15546 before it continues buying, all I have to do is to set it as a buy stop there. Now setting it as a buy stop means I'll just click on that right arrow, and with that now I'm going to set my take profit, and right here I'm going to set my stop loss. So right, I can put 1.1700, yes, as my take profit, and as well I can put a stop loss of 1.1500 right there. So all I have to do is to place this. The moment I place this, you'll see on my chart that I'm already on this trade, euro US dollar, and this is a pending order. Can you see that? The pending order is showing you the stop loss level, and also it's showing you what? It's showing you the take profit level. And when you check that, you see this is the stop loss on the chart, and this is the take profit also on the chart. So when you look at it, can you see the take profit 1.1700 and the stop loss at 1.1500? And that is a pending order because the buy stop level is 1.5546, which is above the current market price. But at the same time, you remember when you go to trade, you will see the running trade going on, and this is my running trade, which is already here in profit. And when you want to deal with this, all you have to do is to swipe to the left hand side of the running trade. Just swipe to the left hand side. Then the first thing you see, the first icon, tap on it. That is where you can manage this trade. If you want to close it, you can actually close it completely by the bottom side of the screen. You can see close right there. If you're not closing, you can set your take profit here where you type it. No, you can't type it here. Anyways, this one is just to close. But if you want to close, there's something we call partial closing. It means you want to close part of this in the trade. All you have to do is to reduce the lot size. How do you do that? I traded this with 0.1 lot size. If you look at this at the top of the screen, you'll see minus 0.01, right? I can definitely keep reducing this. What does that mean? I want to close part of this profit. I want to close it in part. And as I'm increasing and reducing, you will see the value changing by the bottom side of the screen. So which means if I want to close half of what I have running, all I have to do is to do 0.05 and close. So that means 0.60 will close in profit, and I will have the rest running in the market with 0.05. That is called partial closing. I don't know many traders still do that today, but it was a thing in the days back in the days. It was really a thing. All right, swipe to the left again. Then you have this pencil icon, which stands for edit, and this edit means you can set your take profit with that, and also you can set your stop loss. I can actually just do 1.1700 again, and this I can put 1.1500 for a stop loss. And all I have to do is to click on this modify. On this modify, you definitely going to see it showing you done. That means now on this trade as well, I set my take profit to be here and my stop loss to be there. That is how you manage it. Swipe to the left again. The plus sign shows you what? It shows if you want to add to this position. If you want to add to your euro US dollar buy or sell, this is where you do that. But I'm not adding to it, and I'm not doing anything on it. Now the last one is to go back to the charts. Then you can manage your trade. So peradventure, if I want to close this trade, all I have to do is to swipe to the left hand side like this, click on the first icon, and this is $1.10 profit. Why? This is blue color. If it's in red, that means it's a drawdown. So if I close right here, I'm closing in profit. If it's showing a red color and I close, then trade, a pending order trade, which is still running, the market has not really activated it. Right here, I have nothing to lose, I have nothing to make in this trade. But all I can say now is, if peradventure I change my mind, I don't want to take this trade again, all I can do is to swipe left again, first icon, and delete. Otherwise, by the time the price gets to the level I was anticipating, it's going to trigger me. That being said, go to the next one, which is the fourth icon by the bottom side of the screen, which is the history. On this history, it shows you what I traded today, which I closed on $1.30. And at the top side of the screen, by the top right hand corner, you find the symbol. How you can see the symbol we've traded, right? You see this one right here. The second icon shows you the filter, how you want to filter it, how you want to see them. Is it by the opening price and the rest of that? But most importantly, what you need here is the calendar, like the period. If I want to see everything I've traded today, it will be right there today. If I want to see everything I've traded for this week, it will be right here on last week. So last week, I traded on this account, and this is what I made on this account. Group tip and say UD, and the rest of that I made for $3 last week. So with that being said, now if I want to trade this and I want to check what I did last month, then it's going to show me everything I did last month. Okay, we have more of profit here. This was in class, even grouped in pounds. Okay, 1 minus 1 point. So I can easily read and document, and this helps me to evaluate whatever I'm doing as a trader. So back to what I've made today, $1. So if I trade more today, I will see every record right there. All right, everything you need is here. If you need further assistance, please, you can reach out to your account manager. And definitely from these that you've watched, I believe you've learned one or two things. If you need any questions to answer, please do well to ask your question and I'll be glad to answer you. Have a wonderful day.